Good morning, and welcome one and all to the 2021 Franklin and Marshall College commencement ceremonies. Please rise, if you're not already risen, for our national anthem performed by Konstantina Spiropoulos, class of 2021. You may be seated.
Good morning, Franklin and Marshall. It's always sunny in Lancaster, so I'm really pleased that we are able today to all gather. First, I want to thank Ian Russo, class of 85 and a past parent, Stephen Zuckerman, class of 85, and Rob Liss, who are the owners and partners of Clipper Stadium, who moved heaven and earth to partner with us to make today possible. So thank you to them. I'm Eric Knoll. I'm the chairman of the board, class of 83, parent of an 09, and today the proud uncle of a much-loved nephew who graduates with you. Students, both here in person and remotely for those who were unable to be here today, this is a remarkable day for you. It is the achievement, accomplishment, and the acceleration to the rest of your life as you go beyond Franklin and Marshall College. Remember it always. It's a spectacular event and a spectacular day, and you are to be congratulated. I also want to welcome all the families that were able to attend and all those families and friends who are on Zoom or video or live streaming this. It's unfortunate that we can't all yet gather together, but what a remarkable event that we can gather as we are today. So, as I said earlier, remember this day, as we all will. Welcome.
Class of 21, good morning. Families, loved ones, friends, good morning. Oh my goodness, graduates of the class of 21, I salute you. I salute both those of you in the seats here in front of me and all of you participating from elsewhere. I arrived at Franklin and Marshall when you were starting your sophomore year. Could any of us have anticipated what we would live through together as we navigated the last 3 years, with events that left us a changed campus and a changed world, called upon us to step up and speak up, and upended much of what we took for granted or thought of as normal? And yet, even in this unimaginable year, you found a way to make it work. You adapted, you stretched. It feels like a bit of a miracle that so many of us can even be here in the same space after living with so many restrictions, so much frustration, after living with worry and grief over the last 15 months. And now, finally, cautiously, we're emerging from solitude. I am so very happy that this, your commencement, is the first big event to bring us all back together. So this is definitely what I've come to think of as an ampersand moment. That ampersand, the rich space of possibility signified by the ampersand, that tantalizing symbol meaning and that hangs in the middle of the name Franklin and Marshall. It is a moment which is both and. It's a moment of paradoxes and conflicting emotions. Sorrow and success can coexist. You are likely both exhausted and exhilarated, excited and a little scared, happy to finish and nostalgic about leaving beloved people and places, finished with college, but not yet quite launched into your next endeavor. That ampersand, like your lives, is ripe with potential. It's the creative vortex of the expected and the unforeseen, a complex set of endings and beginnings. And that, in fact, is the meaning of commencement. The next stage of your life is about to commence. Let's think back for a moment to your first days on the F&M campus. Do you remember your convocation when you were called together? That's what convocation means, when you were called together as a class for the first time. It just so happens that the faculty member who welcomed you at convocation was none other than math professor Dr. Annalisa Cronell, who happens to be today's Marshall. Professor Cronell recently sent me her remarks from that day, and I read them with curiosity to see how they resonate after almost 4 years. With uncanny prescience, at the heart of Professor Cornell's convocation speech was the notion of chaos theory. And to quote Professor Cornell, quote, "Why your life here at F&M ought to be chaotic." She may regret those words now, but we'll see. As she explained, there are three principles behind chaos theory. Greatly simplified, they are first that, quote, "small changes can lead to big changes." Second, that the same ideas keep coming up again and again in unexpected ways. And third, a principle called transitivity, which suggests that, quote, "starting from just about anywhere, your path through life might take you just about anywhere else." Let's test the analogy between chaos theory and your undergraduate experience. Have small changes led to big changes in your 4 years here? My guess is yes. You took a class on a whim and it turned into your major. You took a risk by talking to someone you didn't know, and that person will be a lifelong friend. You signed up for an alumni networking event and someone you met helped get you an internship. You advocated for change on something that matters very much to you, and you helped shift an institution. What about the second principle? Have you seen the same ideas coming up again and again in unexpected ways? That's the beauty of an interdisciplinary education. A clash of ideologies you learned about in a course on government, perhaps, came up again in an anthropology class, and then sparked your interest in a research project or a volunteer opportunity in Lancaster. And of course, when you were called together for your convocation, that introduction to chaos theory you heard that day actually describes remarkably well where you are at your commencement in ways you couldn't have predicted. What about that third principle, the idea that starting from anywhere, you can get just about anywhere else? The fact is that that is the precious truth of a great liberal arts education. No matter what you thought you wanted to study, no matter what you majored in, you have acquired everything you need to follow your head and your heart to fulfill just about any ambition, and there's a good chance that you will zigzag your way to an unexpected destination. Our alumni are proof of that. Professor Cornell ended her convocation address oh so long ago by reading the well-known Robert Frost poem that begins with the phrase, "Two roads diverged in a yellow wood." I'm sure you've all read it. In that poem, a traveler comes to a fork in the road and chooses, quote, "the road less traveled." That has become a common phrase. As the poem tells us, taking the road less traveled, quote, "made all the difference." By coming and sticking it out at F&M, by finding ways to work right through a pandemic, by making up new ways of learning on the fly, by persevering despite all the odds, you have taken a road less traveled. And, dear graduates, those choices will have made all the difference. Our mission at F&M is to launch leaders at all levels. We launch graduates who are consensus builders, who are problem solvers, who are thoughtful professionals, who can navigate across cultures. Because that's the definition of a diplomat, and the world needs diplomats like you. As we move towards the moment when we recognize you one by one, let's take a moment to think not just about what, but who got you through. So this is your audience participation opportunity, graduates. Every one of us can succeed only because others help make it happen. A lot of people helped you along the way. Family, friends, faculty, staff, alumni. Can you reach into your gift bags and take out the little blue and white heart on a stick? Take a moment to fish it out. If you don't have it, that's okay. You can just wave your hand. But if you got this heart, we're going to use it right now. Okay, did you find it? If you did, great. And if not, oh, I see some waving at the back. All right, excellent. Show me those. Yeah, there they are. Okay, so here we go. Whether you have your heart or not, whether you are here in the stadium or at home or elsewhere, now please rise, graduates, if you are able, and wave. Wave at the people near or far. Come on your feet. Up you get with your hearts. That's it. Wave at the people, far away or present, who helped you. Wave for your loved ones in the stands or to the cameras. Wave at those who helped you. Wave your hearts, wave your hands. Acknowledge that there is a network of people around the world always ready to give you an assist when you need it and to inspire you. And give them a round of applause. All right, you may sit. Thank you for acknowledging the network of loved ones and mentors who got you through. There's in fact a network of people around the world, always ready to give you an assist when you need it and always ready to inspire you. That's the beauty of this place. It's about the people in every aspect of your F&M life and beyond. Grads of 21, you've changed this place for the better, even as you changed and grew. Everything you have learned and the confidence you have built are with you for the rest of your lives, as are those relationships. You are forever part of that global F&M network. This is a lifelong community. I look forward to seeing and hearing from you again and again as you navigate the world and take your place among our illustrious alumni, because you, dear diplomats, are going places. So, congratulations from your very proud president. And now I invite Provost Cam Wesson to the podium.
We use the occasion of commencement to reassert the college's dedication to teaching and learning. It is fitting to honor those members of the faculty. This year's recipient of the Bradley R. Dewey Scholarship Award is Daniel R. Ardia, Professor of Biology. Professor Ardia is an engaging, rigorous, and outstanding educator and scholar whose wide-ranging research program has earned international recognition. Working in Lancaster, across the US, and around the globe, Dan and his students explore the interactions among stress hormone levels, immune systems functions, and reproductive effort in birds and fish. His numerous publications have been cited over 4,000 times, and in recognition of his exceptional and sustained contributions to ornithology, Dan was named a Fellow of the American Ornithological Society. But perhaps the most important aspect of Dan's scholarship is his ability to provide transformative intellectual experiences to the students involved in his research. As one student wrote, working in Ardia's lab was one of the most valuable learning experiences I have had at Franklin and Marshall. I never felt as though I was simply a research assistant working for Dan, but I felt as if I was working with him.
At its core, to me, what I love and cherish about F&M is the liberal arts. At a school like ours, not only is the size and scale of it such that it's easy to make those connections, but those kinds of interdisciplinary synergies and emergent property that come from interesting conversations are encouraged here, that it's part of what we're expected to do. This was my first and only job, and so I've been able to grow as a professor, as an educator, as a researcher here, grow with the college. I think that my research has really been informed well by working with students, but also gives me the support and motivation to really seek out trying to push the limits of knowledge. We try here at F&M to be both great in the classroom, to be great educators, but also to be scholars. And a lot of my identity is thinking of myself as a scientist. and to be recognized by my peers. It really means a lot. It feels like the time that I've invested in continuing to do my work is recognized and rewarded. I'm Dan Ardia, a professor in the biology department, and I also participate in the Biological Foundations of Behavior department. I've been here 15 years. I teach courses in evolution, upper level animal behavior, behavioral ecology, and conservation biology classes.
This year's recipient of the Lindback Distinguished Teaching Award is Jennifer L. Morford, Professor of Chemistry. Professor Morford is a wonderful teacher, scholar, and mentor who balances intellectual challenge with warmth and welcome. All of her teaching spaces are designed to engage students in careful scientific analysis in an environment that allows all students to reach their full potential. Her teaching innovations focus on helping students reflect on their own learning to achieve agency and engagement. Professor Morford's intense interest in, support for, and willingness to adapt to students' needs is seen in her students' successful careers and well-being. Professor Morford is a model teacher, scholar, and mentor, changing the lives of her students and improving our campus culture.
I grew up on a college campus because my dad worked there. He worked in facilities, and he would go in at night on the weekends, and he would bring all of us with him. The fact that he was doing college with 5 kids and a full-time job told me how much he valued education. Winning the Lindback Award is a substantial honor, and I'm really humbled by it. I've been able to really appreciate how much effort all of my colleagues put in to just every day of how they're working with our students. And so to be recognized by the institution, by my colleagues, and to join this fantastic cohort of people who have won it before me is again very humbling to me. It's always been the walk there. I also happen to love the sculptures on campus. I love the artwork that's sprinkled among our buildings. And so I have always enjoyed just walking past them to be able to enjoy them along the way. So I would say, a lot of that for me is really the walk. It is very connected. The walk to get somewhere is thinking about the process, right? All the things that happen on the way to the destination. And that is a close analogy with chemistry. As a scientist, you want to be able to create knowledge that moves the story forward.
This year, the Franklin and Marshall Faculty Distinguished Service Award is posthumously awarded to Michael S. Billig, Professor of Anthropology. Professor Billig embodied the spirit of distinguished service in every way. In addition to serving as chair of the Anthropology Department in the Asian Studies program, he was elected to the Professional Standards Committee and to Faculty Council, served as Associate Dean, and was appointed to numerous working groups, task forces, and governance committees. His signature achievements include helping to redesign how we evaluate teaching, establishing the Office of College Grants, and formalizing the teaching professor position. He was an extraordinarily dedicated mentor and became known as the de facto faculty advocate, advising colleagues on how to prepare tenure portfolios and navigate the tenure reconsideration process. He was also sought out by students for advice beyond their coursework, helping many to realize their potential in both college and beyond. One alumna eloquently captured the influence of Michael's mentorship on so many of us. Quote, "He gave me a confidence in myself that I didn't know I had. He saw something in me, in all of us, and patiently helped us dig, explore, and uncover that piece unique to all of us, and taught us how to shine it, polish it, and show it to the world." End quote.
It's hard to encapsulate who Michael Billig was in just a few words. He was a professor of anthropology here at FNM. He was dedicated to his colleagues, devoted to his family. He was a phenomenal teacher, a memorable lecturer, and a colleague who was deeply invested in knowing the folks around him and supporting the folks around him. He always taught our History of Anthropological Theory course, which, as you might imagine, can potentially be a bit dry sometimes, but students always talk about his ability to take those historical intellectual debates and bring them to life and make them relevant to students' lives today. And many of our students can quote verbatim some of the things he said in his lectures years after they leave our campus. I think he is uniquely deserving of this award because of his absolute devotion to this community and his dedication to supporting, the members of this community in any way that he really could. He thought always about the folks around him before he thought about himself. His spirit, in a lot of ways, was tied to his sort of just uncontrollable will to live and love life. And he was just, he loved life, I think, in part because of how much, how hard he fought to have it. And he certainly didn't take it for granted. His loss will continue to be felt for many years.
It is time now to honor a remarkable student. The Williamson Medal is the highest honor that a student can be awarded at Franklin and Marshall. The designation is based on attaining the highest standing in character, leadership, and scholarship. And the designee is chosen upon a secret ballot of the faculty and administration. Endowed by Owen Moon Jr., the Williamson Medal memorializes Henry S. Williamson, who was a member of the college's Board of Trustees for many years. This year, in the class of 2021, the Williamson Medal is awarded to Leilani Lee.
One of the things I do appreciate a lot about this school is that you really have the freedom to explore different things. I think I will really hold on to all the long nights I've had with people. That feeling of having read something that's you're actually really interested in, and being able to go to class and discuss that, and having a really cool discussion with your classmates or your professor. Being in the library during finals week at 2 a.m. and we're all super delirious and not actually studying. I really worked myself to the bone. These past 4 years really worked extremely hard. And so it was really validating to see that other people, especially that faculty at the school, recognized my effort. There were so many people along the way who have helped me to get to where I am today. My mom, she is the first person who really cultivated my love of learning and reading. Everything about who I am today and me being able to be here and getting this award is because of the things that she did for me. Sorry, I get kind of emotional when I talk about her. She's honestly the most selfless and just literally everything. Just like hope that people who see me can be like, oh, like there's like a first-gen woman of color killing it, and like I'm also a first-gen woman of color and I'm gonna kill it too. Not because it's easy, not because like this society has made space for them, but because like they can make a place for themselves.
Several Franklin and Marshall faculty members praised Leilani's academic accomplishments, especially her thoughtful research into difficult questions about societal inequality. One said, "Leilani's academic work is on a level of sophistication that equals that of many graduate students. Her writing is stellar and always a joy to read." That respect and appreciation for her talents is reflected in how often she was selected for roles in which she assisted or helped to teach her classmates. From her 3 years as a Writing Center tutor to being a preceptor in the Islam and North America course, to serving as a teaching assistant in sociology and writing seminars. Leilani's research examines complex topics. As one example, her honors thesis is titled Cultural Capital Acquisition Among First-Generation College Students, and investigates how those students acquire the necessary skills, knowledge, and behaviors to navigate the implicit rules and expectations of higher education. Leilani came to F&M from Honolulu, Hawaii. She graduated summa cum laude with a major in sociology, concentrating in racial and socioeconomic inequality. Leilani also has earned several academic honors and awards, including the William M. Kephart Prize in Sociology. She is a member of Phi Beta Kappa and the Black Pyramid Senior Honor Society. In addition to being a Writing Center tutor, she has been a board member of the Alice Drum Women's Center for the last 3 years and a member of the Asian American Alliance, where she served as vice president for 2 years. Throughout her college career, she mentored local high school and middle school students as part of our Squash ACES program. While Leilani is unsure of her immediate plans after graduation, she is considering pursuing both a master's degree in journalism and a law degree. She ultimately hopes to use her writing skills to amplify the stories of misunderstood and underrepresented groups, often overlooked in the mainstream media. Leilani, we salute you for your outstanding record of scholarship, your continuing intellectual curiosity, your thought-provoking academic research, and your multifaceted service to your fellow students, to Franklin and Marshall, and your surrounding community. All of those characteristics embody the college's ideal of cultivating the whole person through the development of intellect, character, and leadership. I invite you to come forward and accept this year's Williamson Medal as an expression of our tremendous pride and appreciation.
Leilani, by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of Franklin and Marshall College, I confer upon you the degree Bachelor of Arts, summa cum laude, with all the rights and privileges that pertain thereto. In witness of this degree, we give you this diploma, and I cause you to be vested with the insigne. You may address the audience, please, and we ask you to join us on the platform for the remainder of the ceremony. Congratulations.
Thank you, Dean Hazlett, for that kind introduction. Oop, forgot my mask. Thank you, Dean Hazlett, for that kind introduction. Thank you, President Altman, members of the Board of Trustees, F&M staff, and faculty. Thank you to my family, friends, peers, and professors who have pushed me, inspired me, and held me up in my 4 years at F&M. And most importantly, thank you to my mom, to whom I dedicate this award. The woman who single-handedly raised me and who first cultivated my love for learning in our after-school trips to the library. Your tenacity, generosity, and sheer strength is the reason I am able to stand here as the Williamson Medalist today. And so this medal belongs to you too. As a low-income, first-generation woman of color, there were many moments throughout the past 4 years when it was hard to imagine transcending the barriers I faced at a college like F&M. I constantly felt like I was one step behind, struggling to figure out how to navigate our demanding academic culture after attending underfunded public schools for my entire life. I worried about money as much as I worried about my grades, burning myself out working 2 jobs to support myself on top of a full course load. I fought to have my voice heard in class and to be taken seriously as a female academic, surrounded by male peers and faculty who often used their power to silence and belittle me, and I was always acutely aware of how I stood out as an Asian American on campus, forced to learn how to manage my academics while my very personhood was being challenged by the racial injustices in our campus and community. I know that I have not been alone in these struggles. And so today, I celebrate all of us, but I want to celebrate especially my peers who are also low-income or first-generation college students, students of color, women, non-binary, or queer, who have had to overcome a million things to get here. I never want to reduce any of us to a set of identities, but I do want to acknowledge that in light of our identities, standing here today is an enormous feat, and we owe it to ourselves to recognize that. This is what makes me most proud, to be the Williamson Medalist, and I hope all of you can feel the same pride in yourselves too for what you have accomplished. I know that this past year was nothing close to what any of us imagined our senior year would be like. Many of us looked forward to this year since we were first years, excited for the day we would have finally found our footing on campus, only for the spaces we have made for ourselves to lie empty in the shadow of a global pandemic. There are no words to encompass how truly strange and difficult it has been. I hear you. And I mourn with you over what we've lost. It's okay to mourn that loss, even as we balance the privilege we have to be graduating anyway, and the responsibility to move forward, to use what we have gained here to work toward things beyond ourselves. And as we balance that grief, privilege, and responsibility, I hope we can also make space to hold gratitude. Gratitude for the relationships we've formed and the people we've become, but also a profound sense of gratitude for ourselves. Sometimes it felt like surviving was all we could do. And so we survived, and that is worth celebrating. Class of 2021, what a furnace, what a dumpster fire of a year we have been through. As much as I sometimes want to throw it all away, along with all of the pieces of myself I feel I have lost, what I want to hold on to in the hours and days and weeks after the ceremony as our lives continue, what I want to hold on to is that we have made it. You have made it. It doesn't matter what you weren't able to accomplish because of the weight of the 1,000 things upon your back, or that half of the year was spent surviving and only that. What matters is you are still here. You have transcended, and you have made gold of the wreckage in the best way that you could. And I know that some days that gold looks like the dusty metal of a trash can, but one day the sun will be shining and you will hold it to the light and see in your hands gold, pure gold. And I hope for you that day comes soon. Class of 2021, congratulations. I am so proud of all of you.
Franklin and Marshall College grants honorary degrees to recognize unusual merit, creative leadership, or distinctive accomplishment in scholarship, arts and letters, or the professions, or in the service of humanity. In keeping with its character as an academic award, the honorary degree at Franklin and Marshall reflects the intellectual, cultural, and spiritual qualities of the institution and of the person who receives the degree. The honorary degree is Franklin and Marshall College's most prestigious recognition. On behalf of the faculty, we offer our congratulations to this year's honorary degree recipients.
Thank you, Professor Brotman. I am delighted to present our 3 candidates for honorary degrees. This year, our candidates are joining us virtually. We will honor each candidate with a reading of their abbreviated form of their citation, followed by a tribute video. The full citations can be found on the Commencement website. Our first honoree is the remarkable Ms. Beverly Peggy Steinman. Ms. Steinman has served for more than 50 years as a community leader, entrepreneur, and philanthropist to guide Lancaster's successful revitalization. She co-chairs the Steinman Foundation, which has contributed $90 million to more than 330 local organizations. Steinman served as an F&M trustee with distinction for 5 years. She was key in developing and funding a pilot program providing paid year-long internships for F&M students, partnered with local nonprofits. Now in its 8th year, this initiative has hired 178 students who have served tens of thousands of hours at 94 community organizations. In addition to her philanthropic leadership, Steinman has contributed deeply to her family legacy of Steinman Enterprises, now Steinman Communications, forging a career as a successful businesswoman in an era when few women did so. She served as director of the School Lanes Hill Corporation and as a board member for LNP Media Group Incorporated, of Lancaster Farming Incorporated, and Lancaster County Weeklies Incorporated. In 1970, former President Richard Nixon invited Steinman to serve as co-chair in the former U.S. Assay Commission, which supervised currency standards and specifications. She is also a notable leader in the equine industry. She was a founding member and the first female board member of the National Steeplechase Association and currently serves as board chair. By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees, I confer upon Beverly R. Steinman the degree Doctor of Humane Letters, honoris causa, with all the rights and privileges pertaining thereto. In witness of this degree, Ms. Steinman, you have received your diploma along with our great thanks, and I cause you to be vested with the ensign. The tribute video will now show us Ms. Steinman.
I do love horses. I used to show horses years ago. I had a pony, Skippy. I was brought up with horses. My family had horses. They had race horses, and so I got into the race horses. It's a passion of mine. My father was on the board years ago, and then my sister Carrie was on the board. And then I was on the board. Our family have always had a deep interest in the college, to work with it and being good stewards, doing things the right way, and learning about how other people do things so that you can appreciate what they do and trying to make the world a better place. I appreciate the community. I mean, it's a local institution, and they have very good presidents over the years, and their young people have invested themselves in Lancaster, which is good because is good for Lancaster to have F&M. That was a great honor. I mean, I really was surprised, if you want to know the truth, that I would get this honor. But I'm a fairly quiet person unto myself, so I don't expect a whole lot. But it means a great deal.
Our compliments to the inimitable Ms. Steinman. Our second degree recipient is Sonia Clark, Professor of Art at Amherst College, who has exhibited her art in more than 350 museums and galleries globally. Our Phillips Art Museum launched last spring's season with one of her installations titled Sonia Clark Finding Freedom, her large-scale fabric installation, which I hope you had a chance to see. Clark incorporates everyday objects into mixed media to navigate complex histories, cultural heritage, and identity. Her immersive exhibition at the Phillips spotlights Lancaster as an underground railroad location, using the night sky to orient freedom seekers. Last year, she was F&M's Richard C. Von Hess Artist in Residence and the Conrad Nelson Speaker for F&M's Department of Art and Art History. Clark was born in Washington, D.C. to a Jamaican mother who was a nurse and a Trinidadian father who was a psychiatrist. The stories of her art are influenced by her family and their skills. Her ability to weave together unique concepts in media has earned the artist widespread acclaim in her field. Previously, Clark was a distinguished research fellow in the School of the Arts at Virginia Commonwealth University. She holds a Master of Fine Arts degree from Cranbrook Academy of Art, a Bachelor of Fine Arts degree from the School of Art Institute of Chicago, and a Bachelor of Arts degree from Amherst College, where she also received an honorary doctorate in 2015. By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees, I confer upon Sonia Clark the degree Doctor of Fine Arts honoris causa with all the rights and privileges pertaining thereto. In witness of this degree, Ms. Clark, you have been given your diploma, and I cause you to be vested with the insigne. We will see her tribute video now.
There's a quote that is right above my desk in my studio, and it's a quote by Paul Robeson. And it says that the artist must fight for freedom or for slavery. And he goes on to say he's made his choice because there was no alternative. My name is Sonia Clark. I'm an artist and an educator. I am a professor at Amherst College in the Department of Art and the History of Art. In my artwork, I make work that has to do with racial and social justice, and I do all that I can to celebrate the humanity of the cultures that I belong to. I can't imagine a world without art. I mean, art isn't something that's on the side, it's in the center. I'm in dialogue with the things that inspire me to make the work, and then I'm also in dialogue with the work itself. And my hope is that the work in turn is also in dialogue with the audience. I'm in conversation with the ideas manifest as the artwork, and then that manifestation of the artwork becomes something that then turns into a conversation with other people as well. And in that way, the artwork is bigger than me. My honorary doctorate that is given to me so graciously from Franklin and Marshall might also be a light for other people to consider what they might take on in their own creative practice and their own potential work. And to say that's possible. It's possible to be a Black girl who grew up in DC with two parents who immigrated to this country to be an artist.
Sonia, I know you're watching. Please accept our compliments and our thanks for the impact you've had on our campus. Our third and last honorary degree recipient this morning is James R., known as Jim Stengel. Jim Stengel is a respected business leader, author, professor, and public speaker. He spent 25 years leading marketing efforts at Procter & Gamble, then founded the Jim Stengel Company, a marketing consulting firm committed to ideals-driven businesses and brands. Stengel is a Lancaster native. He graduated from Franklin and Marshall in 1977. He joined P&G in 1983, where he earned increased responsibility in the multinational company's developing markets, cosmetic, food, and baby care businesses. In 2001, Stengel was named Global Marketing Officer there. In 2008, he left consumer marketing and launched his own consultancy. The Jim Stengel Company conducts proprietary research, generating thought leadership to drive business growth in today's global economy. His approach as president and CEO is strategic and holistic, rethinking business, branding, and life. Stengel has earned many awards for his marketing leadership efforts. He has presented at numerous events, including a TED Talk and the Association of National Advertisers Conference. He's also a senior fellow at the Northwestern University Kellogg School of Management. Stengel has written 2 books. The first, Grow, How Ideals Power Growth and Profit at the World's Greatest Companies, and the second, Unleashing the Innovators, How Mature Companies Find New Life with Startups. His most recent endeavor is the CMO Podcast, which features intimate conversations with chief marketing officers across industries. By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees, I confer upon James R. Stengel the degree Doctor of Humane Letters, honoris causa, with all of the rights and privileges pertaining thereto. In witness of this degree, Jim, you have been given this diploma, and I cause you to be vested with the insignia. Your tribute video will now play.
F&M was a seminal experience for me. I went in as a college athlete, and I came out as an arts and science person. And I changed really how I thought about myself there, and got very interested in creativity and the arts, literature, reading. My name is Jim Stengel. I live in Cincinnati, Ohio. Married for 37 years, soon to be 38, to my wife Kathleen from San Diego, California. I had a very successful 25-year career at Procter & Gamble. My last job, I was the global marketing officer in the C-suite at a time of tremendous growth for the company. The skills I learned at F&M were foundational to my effectiveness. And it's obviously working productively with interesting, diverse people, but it's also synthesizing ideas, figuring out what those ideas mean, and sort of what's around the corner. And now it's my turn to help other people. So really the mission of my company is to help leaders be more happy, more fulfilled, more successful by finding the purpose in what they're doing and bringing it to life. I married an amazing woman who saw potential in me, and I think has lifted me up in many ways, understands me, and we have a common view of love. And yeah, that is the most defining experience in my life. I've had sadness, I've had high times, but I can't imagine life without her.
Jim, our compliments, and I'm pleased now to share with you all Jim Stengel's Class of 77 virtual address to the Class of 21.
Thank you, Dr. Altman and the Board of Trustees, for this very meaningful honor and for the opportunity to be with you, the amazing 2021 Franklin and Marshall graduates. You are no doubt the most resilient and agile class in history, and perhaps the most prepared class in our 234-year-old history to lead positive change. The world indeed needs diplomats like never before. So class of 2021, if I were there in person, I would now ask you to raise your hands if many of your habits changed since March of last year. I suspect all of you would raise your hands. My habits sure changed, and one habit I have embraced is reading more books. I sort of fell out of love with books over the years. I read a tremendous amount as a kid, and of course, I read a lot at F&M. One brutal but delightful course I will never forget is Professor Brubaker's Shakespeare class. Monday, Wednesday, Friday for 15 weeks, and we had to be ready for each class to analyze a new play. And yes, we covered all 38 Shakespeare plays. Anyway, this catalyst for my desire to read more books came from a leader I met last fall when I was recording my weekly podcast. Her name is Monica McGurk. She is a top executive with the Kellogg's Company, you know, the cereal people in Battle Creek, Michigan. Monica told me that she felt over the course of her successful career that she had somewhere lost her creative spirit, her creative energy, that she had become flat. She was chatting about this with her young daughter, smart of her to do that, and her daughter said, "Hey, Mom, you told us you used to love to write as a child. Why don't you start writing again?" So lo and behold, Monica started writing again in hotel rooms, airports, and she is now a best-selling author of several fantasy books for young girls, and she has regained her creative spirit. There is, of course, a lesson in that story to find ways to keep your creativity and energy alive throughout your life journey, but that is not what I am here to talk with you about. Monica made me think about how I keep my creativity and energy evolving. And for me, reading books is one way, and I had forgotten that. So I am now carving out time to read all kinds of books now. And one that I happened upon recently is by a woman named Tenzin Kiyosaki. Ms. Kiyosaki practiced as a Buddhist nun for 27 years and then returned to lay life, where she is now a hospice chaplain in Los Angeles. Her new book is based on what she has learned and observed by helping people leave this life peacefully. The book is called The 3 Regrets. It explores the 3 consistent themes she hears from people as they depart this life. Now, I know this sounds like it is getting morbid on this day of celebration, but I promise you it's not, so hang in there with me. The 3 regrets from Ms. Kiyosaki's research are probably not a surprise for you. I did not live out my dreams. I did not share my love. I did not forgive. Well, this is the F&M 2021 commencement, so we are going to talk about the first 2. Living out your dreams and sharing your love. First, living out your dreams. That's a loaded one. And in some ways, it is probably the theme of just about every commencement speech. Well, F&M class of 2021, here is my hard-earned advice. You cannot live out your dreams if you are not self-aware. I have not always been self-aware, but I was happiest when I acted on my self-awareness ahas. Self-awareness, of course, means understanding yourself. When you are at your best, what your impact is on others. When you are happiest, when you are most fulfilled, what your purpose is in this life you are creating. It takes introspection, reflection, and yes, humility. It's tough to live out your dreams if they're not your dreams. I realized when I was at F&M that playing football was not my dream anymore. I was a high school star, all league, and I came to F&M to play for Coach Curtis's outstanding diplomat team. I only played for 1 year. I was self-aware enough to know that my interest had changed, even though my image had been the football guy. That led me to get involved in the arts and to eventually a lifelong career on the creativity side of business, marketing, and advertising. One habit I now have to be sure I stay self-aware and in my zone is to keep a visual with me, with my personal purpose in the center of that visual. And around the center of that visual are bubbles filled with things I would like to do to live that purpose. That keeps me self-aware and intentional in how I spend my precious time. The second regret from the work of Tenzin Kiyosaki is not sharing your love. Many of you graduates have family here. Look left, look right, you are surrounded by classmates and friends today. And you are no doubt thinking of the teachers, professors, coaches, mentors who have had an impact on you. Well, here's my simple advice. Not just on this day especially, but on every day, show your love, show your gratitude, show your kindness. A mentor of mine in my career is a man named David Bell. He has a habit, there is that word again, to show his love and gratitude to his wife, children, and colleagues. He frequently surprises them with something to show his love and gratitude. A note, a text, a call, a small gift, a shared experience. People in David Bell's life know they are loved and appreciated. I spent 25 years at Procter & Gamble, or P&G, before starting my own business. P&G is a very large consumer goods company. Brands like Tide, Pantene, Gillette, Pampers, and it is the largest advertiser in the world. In my last role at P&G, I was responsible, among other things, for advertising and media and the people who create it and place the ads. So as an ad guy, I want to close this talk with showing an ad from P&G that is one of my all-time personal favorites because it's all about gratitude. It captures the spirit of what is in Clipper Stadium today among you, the 2021 F&M graduating class, and your loved ones.
该起床喽！该上学啦。Time to get up, baby.
Come on. Up you can.
Vamos lá? Que eu vou fazer um café da manhã gostoso pra você.
Congratulations, class of 2021, and remember, the world needs diplomats. Now get out there and lead positive change. We need it, you can do it.
It's not fair to make me follow that tearjerker commercial. As president of the Alumni Association of Franklin and Marshall College, I, Lisa Brooks, class of 1985, call forward Marissa Whitmer, President of the Class of 2021. As president of the Franklin and Marshall College Alumni Association, I've been called upon to participate in several official college ceremonies over the past year. What I'm about to do now was worth traveling from Houston yesterday to be here. It is the highest honor of my office and the continuation of a great tradition. The passing of the torch from the Alumni Association to the class that is about to join our ranks, signifying the spirit of the college motto, Lux et Lex. Lux et Lex are the Latin words for light and law. They symbolize beliefs that guided the founders of Franklin and Marshall College, the light of knowledge to explore the search for truth, and the rule of law, which signifies the responsibility of the individual in achieving an orderly society. At nearly every commencement since 1924, the torch has been passed from an alumnus to a representative of the graduating class. While safety precludes us from physically actually passing the torch today, the symbolism still holds. You, our newest alumni, carry the torch to the future. Marissa, I'm pleased to present you the Century Alumni Torch in honor of the class of 2021 and in acknowledgement of your formal entrance into the Alumni Association of Franklin and Marshall College. The mission of the Alumni Association is to advance the welfare of Franklin and Marshall College. I urge you to be active alumni, all of you. The college will come to rely on your time, your energy, and ideas to help ensure that the same excellent education you received is available for future generations of Franklin and Marshall students. Your fellow alumni, more than 27,500 of us throughout the world, congratulate you on reaching this milestone. We welcome you into our ranks and pass on to you our high expectations for a lifelong commitment to Franklin and Marshall.
Lisa, thank you so much for your kind words and warm remarks. I'm truly really excited and honored to be accepting this, the torch. It's my honor and privilege to accept the Century Alumni Torch on behalf of the class of 2021, which marks our transition into the Alumni Association. To the class of 2021, this time is something to celebrate and cherish as we move into these next chapters of our lives. I am so incredibly impressed and proud to be a member of this unique class who, despite many twists and turns and COVID tests throughout our F&M journey, has risen to the occasion, thrived in leadership positions, pursued our passions, and advocated for the overall betterment of our campus and community. This is a powerful group, and Franklin and Marshall College has been the crucial springboard that we can all share as we go out all over the world and continue the work that was started here with our peers and professors. I encourage all of you to take time today to reflect on how far you've come over these past 4 years and all of the amazing friends and memories that have been made along the way. But don't be mistaken, our time of making new F&M memories has not ended. We will continue to build new memories and maintain these valuable peer connections, but now as alumni. I hope that we can hold on to all of these moments and continue pursuing what gives us joy, bringing that F&M passion to everything that we do from here forward. Thanks.
President Altman, I have the honor to present to you candidates for the degrees from Franklin and Marshall College. These candidates have met the requirements of the college and are recommended by the faculty as qualified to receive the degree Bachelor of Arts. On behalf of the faculty, I now request that you confer the degrees as listed in the program. The candidates will now be presented to you individually. The degrees will be conferred in the order in which they appear in the program, with remote candidates being called after the in-person candidates. The audience is asked to please withhold applause until all degrees have been conferred. Will the candidates for the degree Bachelor of Arts please rise?
Graduates, thank you, Provost Wesson. By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees and upon recommendation of the faculty, I confer upon these candidates the degree of Bachelor of Arts with all of the rights, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereto. Congratulations, graduates. Yes. You did it. All right, you may be seated, and we will start the procession of people one by one.
On behalf of Bonchek College House, I'd like to extend my congratulations to every member of the class of 2021 for their remarkable accomplishments, perseverance, and dedication to making our world a better place. Your collective dedication to just causes, academic excellence, and athletic achievements has forever changed the fabric of F&M, and your class's contribution to the college will be amongst the greatest ever known. Congratulations to everyone near and far, but especially anthropology majors, first-generation college students, and my beloved Boncheckers.
Congratulations to the class of 2021 and to all of you Boncheckers out there. I'm so proud of you. It's been a long 4 years or maybe a little bit longer, but now you've made it to the finish line. You can be really proud of yourself. I know we all are, and we can't wait to see what you do next. Please stay in touch and always remember, you're a Bonchecker. Jack Anthony Abdallah, magna cum laude. Ellie Abitanti, magna cum laude. Michael Abreu Morales. Rashid Adekole Adewole. Shuli Yogesh Agarwal. Alexander Ayodiji Akpada. Catherine Cora Anderson. Mayan Bar Apkon. Michael James Apostolopoulos. Ashley Nicole Atkavage. Colin Robert Oliveira Bailey. Johanna Fieser Bear, summa cum laude. Jacqueline Becker. Sam Bellerson, summa cum laude. Melody Daishana Benjamin. Carolyn Sue Bensel. Mac Joseph Berkowitz. Christian Parker Bogardus, summa cum laude. Lucinda Borders Bond. Jeanette Riley Brooke. Bram Richard Brooks, cum laude. Nicholas Ray Brown, summa cum laude. Matthew Cha, cum laude. Chen Hanru. Ruby Chen, cum laude. Anya Lee Chuporian. Allison Grace Christensen. Sophia Cohen, magna cum laude. Davis Leland Cook, cum laude. Lauren Elizabeth Costable. Jane Elena Cody. Nicholas Charles Corey. Jawad Amer Dabour, cum laude. Brian Timothy DeAngelis. Evan Aaron Dickstein. Rachel Frances Dolan, cum laude. Grace Tenderheart Donegan. Leah V. Dungan, cum laude. Christian Manuel Duran, cum laude. Emma Lynn Durantine, magna cum laude. Christopher Lloyd Eckhart Jr. Aisha Amnea Elwakti, magna cum laude. Patrick Farina. Lauren Catherine Gallagher, cum laude. Michelle Marie Garcia. Anthony A. Gary. Abigail Naguse. Gebra Mariam. Elia A. George. Brianna Colette Gorman. Madeline Julin Gora, cum laude. Diana Marie Graziano. Kyle Yunka Pan. Catherine C. Hanley, cum laude. Makai Jave Holly. Wang Zicheng, cum laude. Michael Paul Ionides, cum laude. Maya Renee Jackson. Admir Yadedich. David Joheim. Holden Wolf Kammerer. Matthew M. Can. Andrew David Kaplan, summa cum laude. Harris Randall Carlin, cum laude. Shay Eleanor Kelly. Catherine Ann Kinney, magna cum laude. William Owen Knowlton. Nicole Claire Colmstetter, summa cum laude. Jason Koshinsky. Justin Michael Kupa. Matthew Cullen Lamb, magna cum laude. Teresa Trinity Lemke, cum laude. Alexander Frederick Leskin. Jonathan William Lutchman. Grace Helen Maggiore. Christina May Marinos, cum laude. Olivia Grace Martin. Patrice Annette Matthews. Ryan Buckley McCarthy. Christopher James McCrae. Anna Mulvaney McDonough, summa cum laude. Sam McGovern. Maria Carney Merriweather, magna cum laude. Alice Claire Minor, summa cum laude. Julia Agnes Morose, magna cum laude. Madison Montana Morris. Alexis Jordan Moskowitz. Oluwafunmulayo Tracy Ogans. Veronica Teresa Orgera, cum laude. Amanda Ostendorf, magna cum laude. Brianna Maria Paputzis, summa cum laude. Garrett T. Pershey, magna cum laude. Keith Stanley Rado. William Hanlon Riley. Jane Elizabeth Reynolds. Samuel James Rickard. Victoria Avery Amanda Riedel. Kate J. Robbins. Elizabeth Anna Marie Rode, cum laude. Sabrina Ann Ryan. Ayla Cho Saperstein. Peyton Donegan Saylor. Hannah Catherine Salvucci, magna cum laude. Betty Scher, magna cum laude. Grace Howard Smith. Rachel F. St. Louis. Jason Michael Strange. Abigail Virginia Straub. Rachel Hannah Straub, cum laude. Nancy Lurton Taylor. Michaela K. Thomas, cum laude. Julia Brown Thompson. Peter J. Tarak. Matthew Charles Turetsky, magna cum laude. Timothy John Walter Jr. Lillian Gail Watkins, summa cum laude. Joseph Wolforth. Maya Elizabeth Warkowski, cum laude. Tia Ifung, magna cum laude. Noah Michael Yadrogoff, cum laude. Fisher William Zaban, cum laude. Bella Zhang. And I will now call the names of our remote students to celebrate and honor them. Mohammed Hassan. Ahmed Salah Barakat. Priyankana Bastola. Catherine Elizabeth Bauer. Sasha Marie Bonesteel, magna cum laude. Moyu Chen, magna cum laude. Choi Yoon-ji. Dong Mun Huynh Yi, summa cum laude. Ruby Katrina McGettigan Fries. Ge Zoe, summa cum laude. Sophia R. Groff. Huang Tsoyen. Patsy Marina Huitzel. Allison J. Cly, magna cum laude. Justin Knight. Lou Chiu Han. Brandon Cole Morris, cum laude. James K. Overstreet, cum laude. Hannah Walker Robinson. Krista Joy Stankus. Srijana Tiwari. Wu Yue. Su Hainam, cum laude. Yang Chen. Jia Sutong. Also,
congratulations, Boyce College House graduates, class of 2021. We have admired you all year for your resilience and tenacity. We cannot wait to see what you do next.
Congratulations, Boyce College House graduates of the class of 2021. I commend you for completing your studies in this difficult year and wish you every success in your future endeavors.
Eric Barclay Andrews, summa cum laude. Christopher Philip Anas. Aiden Richard Berger. Ukelu Bob. Akrela Bob, thank you. Anthony Paul Bacchetti. Elizabeth R. Brandon, cum laude. Sarah Kate Buckingham. Angelica Camilo Contreras, cum laude. Allison Norris Carey. Christopher William Moeller Chapman, cum laude. Sydney Culver. Jake Cataccio, cum laude. Brandon Christopher Dealing, cum laude. Matthew Russell Devlin. Aaron Christopher De Gregorio. Faith Brittany Ehrlich. Devin Michael Etrod. Donald James Fassi. Jonathan Neal Fogel. Bryn Elizabeth Geisel, cum laude. Liam Alexander Gilroy, cum laude. Jamila Francis Gowdy. Stephanie Michelle Graziani Newberger. Brandon Francis Grillo. Tara Lynn Hessenthaler, magna cum laude. Ryan Patrick Haran. Eric Joseph Mbuden, cum laude. Garrett Thomas Izzo, cum laude. Ethan Mo Kane, magna cum laude. Jeremiah Arthur Kaplan, cum laude. Shelby Rose Kaplan, magna cum laude. Abigail Solomon Kelkai, magna cum laude. Sarah Jenny Kurland Hill, cum laude. Jonathan Max Kushner. Connor James Larison, summa cum laude. Sarah Elizabeth Laterza, cum laude. Francesca Marie Lapolis. Mark Andrew Morata. Gabrielle Marie Mavridis. Haley Paige McAllister. Kyle William McCormick, magna cum laude. Anna Lynn McDougall, cum laude. Lauren Nicole McPherson, cum laude. Mario Jose Marcado, cum laude. Kelly M. Menard, magna cum laude. Connor Marabella. Ian Douglas Murray. Luke Paul Mutterer. Julia May Novella. Ibukun Grace Ungumo Moju, cum laude. April Lauren Parker, cum laude. Samuel Lawrence Parsons. Julia Marie Pavlov. Nathan Andrew Rodney, cum laude. Jeffrey Alexander Rodriguez. Tabitha Nicole Rodriguez, cum laude. Gretchen Elizabeth Rooney, summa cum laude. Christopher Paul Rushika, cum laude. Henry John Sacco III. Anaya Deshay Saunders. Jared Reed Schott Jr. Alexander James Schubert. Caroline Ann Sider. Laura Paula Silber, cum laude. David B. Smith. Christine Charlotte Norwood Salvig. Moisa Soda Brito, magna cum laude. Molly Frances May Sprawl, cum laude. Hannah Elizabeth Stoner, cum laude. William Todd Thoman, magna cum laude. Sarah Elizabeth Thompson, cum laude. Nicole J. Tandu. Samantha Tran, summa cum laude. Adriana Lulis. And now our remote students. Adith Shandavarka, Anina Duggar, cum laude. Elizabeth Quinn Evans, summa cum laude. Catherine Ayers Kerr. Nick Consuelini. Lang Schwan, cum laude. Michaela Cameron Lewandowski, Lee Zenger, Edward Emmanuel Mataval Jr., William James Rappaport, Roxanne Elizabeth Schleif, Zane Wasi, Zhao Shengi, summa cum laude.
Class of 2021, wow, you did it, and we couldn't possibly be more proud of you. As you go out into the world and take all of the things that you've learned, make sure you take us with you. We salute you and we love you. We're so proud. My hat's off to you.
Graduating seniors of the class of 2021 from Rochelle College House. 3 years ago, when I started my term as Don of New College House, you were the first class that was there to welcome me, to make me feel part of the community, to introduce me to the house's traditions, and I am forever grateful to you for that. I could not be more proud for everything that you have accomplished in the last 4 years, and I am so excited for what you are going to do as you move on to the next phase of your lives. You are always welcome to come back to Rochelle College House, come back to F&M and say hello to us. So congratulations, good luck to you, good luck to Rochelle College House!
Cheryl J. Apunte. Daniel Aaron Baroff. Lena Nicole Berry. Angela Mary Burns, cum laude. Waleed Kamal Butt. Justin Michael Coloni. Catherine Anna Clifford. Delaney Regina Cochran. Kayla Rosa Cartiers. Nicole Leah Davis. Paisley Sakura Dianastasis. Don DiLoretto. Carolyn Rose Elgott. Jesse Dylan Forrest Evers. Ariana Angela Felix. Cum laude. Excuse me. Parker H. Fox, cum laude. Shannon Noel Gilmartin. Sierra Amber Goodrich, magna cum laude. Anna Gabrielle Gorvich, summa cum laude. Dylan Michael Gumer. Marlon Gutierrez Alvarenga. It's okay. Morelia Heidel Guzman Lajada. Kristen Ferret Hine, cum laude. Kirsten, excuse me. Thank you. Giovanni Alberto Hernandez, cum laude. Zule Hussein. Jillian Rose Ireland. Sanjay Jiva. Michael Courtney Johnson. It's okay. Nayet Desiree Johnson. Jenna Shree, Jana Lagada. Navjit Kaur. Anna Ketzman. Chloe Kong. Kate Annalise Larkin. Harrison Tate Lockow, magna cum laude. Audrey Lee Morgan Lee, excuse me. Margaret Milligan Luke. Alex Yaniel Malave Rodriguez, cum laude. Alexander Enrique Martinez. Right here. Rebecca Ann Myers, cum laude. James Thomas Mogan. Casey Lynn Morrow, cum laude. Marcela Parejas Berche, cum laude. Gabriella Marie Paniotakis, thank you, cum laude. Isabel Stevens Paris, magna cum laude. Eugene Park, cum laude. Bradley Sean Poland, cum laude. Mazibin Shek Propti. Elizabeth Lane Ramsey. Riley Elaine Soul. James McLean Spruance. Luke Brewer Street. Noel Louise Torres. Lucas Aaron Weisberg. Jonathan Daniel Woodard. Cassidy Elizabeth Wynn. Yue Ying, magna cum laude. Chun Xiang. Angel Corrales Valdez. Marina Paula Doherty. Shaquille Galvin. Brittany Jean-Baptiste. Erin Melissa Kelly, cum laude. Fiona Maloney. Judith Nithal Manzi, magna cum laude. Alan Nigena. Ana Lupita Ocampo. Nicholas Fernando Pestatas. Wu Yin. Sha Sheen. Shu Benoit, or Vivian. Ye Kewei. Zhang Tinja. Zhao Yue.
Dear Warians of the class of 2021, you've been through so much in the time you've been here, but you've really accomplished so much more. You've made the college and our college house a better place for having been here for 4 years, and we really look forward to seeing that you do the same thing as you go out into the world. So congratulations, well done, and go where?
Congratulations, class of 2021. And special congratulations to all of you Warians. You've embraced struggles. You've faced down an almost unimaginable challenge. You've accomplished much, and we are so proud of you. Now go out into the world and do interesting things, and also do something to make the world a little bit better. We know you will. 3 cheers for F&M.
Tululape Oluwadamilola Adesina. Janice Alajic. Julia Morgan Arisi. Emma Claire Aronson. Phyo Thuda Ong, magna cum laude. Jacob Patrick Barr, summa cum laude. Samit Basnat. John Patrick Beatty. Kristen Bridget Beckett, summa cum laude. Thank you. Ethan Rice Beller. Jerry N. Ben. Colton Lewis Benfadi. Dominique Bertone, cum laude. Nathaniel Thompson Bess. Jack Isaac Brinkley. Alana Elizabeth Brody, summa cum laude. Melissa S. Brown, magna cum laude. V. Boy, magna cum laude. Paolo Victorio Trequis Caglioti, magna cum laude. Rebecca Ann Case, cum laude. Gabriela Colon. Tamara Angel Connor, cum laude. Congratulations. Alexandria Noel Kramer, cum laude. William Patrick DeLince. Isaac John Dinmore. Brian Connor Doak Jr., cum laude. Jared Dylan Dotson Jones, cum laude. Emily Margaret Driscoll. Elizabeth Margaret Eckert, cum laude. April Shailene Esparza Rohel, magna cum laude. Kimberly Espinal. Sarah Walker Esty. Fan Wenjin. Imani Fernandez. Johannes Patrick Flimmers. Madison Maria Fleming. Emma Catherine Fraser, cum laude. James Joseph Freeman III, cum laude. Joshua Mark Furman, magna cum laude. Grant Montgomery Gale. Thank you. Catherine Lisette Garcia. John Christopher Gatto II. Ella and Glenn, summa cum laude. Thank you. Vanessa Michelle Gonzalez. Imani Taylor Goodrich. Emma Maria Grossbauer. Delaney Nicole Hahn. Ryan Paul Hannum, cum laude. Kara Madison Herring, summa cum laude. That's great. Joseph Angelo Hartley Vittoria. Pauline Jane Howard, cum laude. Cheyenne Victoria Hughes, cum laude. Megan Lee Jackson. Jevelson Jean. Melissa Jean. Deja Olivia Capri Jennings, magna cum laude. Christian Axel Jones. Emily Mary Kapner, summa cum laude. Nina Catherine Kegelman, summa cum laude. Connor Jeffrey Kells. Okay, I think I had you in my class, yeah. Ali Javed Khan. Thank you. Kevin William Kelsch. Jeremy S. Kramer, magna cum laude. Elizabeth Sophia Levkovich, magna cum laude. Francine Tess Levy, summa cum laude. Hey, so good to see you. Yan Li Lu. Susan Eleonora Macrina, magna cum laude. So much. Matthew Henry Marino. Scott Joseph Martin. Olivia Nayang Mautone, cum laude. Katie Lynn McCarthy, magna cum laude. Edward James McLean IV. Justin Taylor McClellan. Catherine Claire Myler, cum laude. Samantha Rachel Milowitz, cum laude. Ryan Samuel Minster. Emily Elizabeth Moran, magna cum laude. Connor William Mosebrook. Amy Holmes Mullen, cum laude. Lily Gaffel Minot. Megan Emma Kapuvili-Lehulu Nakamura. Ariel Alejandro Napoles. Natalia Nevinchana, summa cum laude. Jack Lewis Norton, summa cum laude. Nicole Jane Olarsh, cum laude. Thank you. Callan Emily O'Neill. Grace Denali Oram, magna cum laude. Carlos Manuel Ortiz. Jacob Brennan Schumann Ottinger. Bonnie Ariel Page, cum laude. Elisa Andrea Panchu, magna cum laude. Brent Austin Powers, cum laude. Kaylee Anderson Privateer, magna cum laude. Shubh Punj, magna cum laude. Hope Elizabeth Rainey, summa cum laude. Matthew Nicholas Redhead. Najda Regis. Kaylee Denise Rhine, cum laude. Zoe Collier Robinson. Vanessa Ann Robustelli, magna cum laude. Lillian Rodriguez. Charles A. Romano. Ryan I. Rosenberg. Cyrus Andrew Rostami. Diana Iradukundo Rushimeza. Isabel Vicenta Shaw. Summa cum laude. John Ryan Shanley, cum laude. Cesar Francisco Silva, magna cum laude. Michael Sonny Simonetti. Emily Marie Small. David A. Smith. Sarah Phillips Smith, cum laude. Ryan Maxwell Sotnick. Thank you. Casey Alexa Stillman. Brooke Lee Suttleson, cum laude. Lindsay Danielle Sullivan, cum laude. Leslie Dwayne Thomas Jr. Ruby Jean Christoph Van Dyke, magna cum laude. Lindsay Kate Warner. Harley Stevens Wedholm. James Krim Wetzel, cum laude. Vanessa Hamilton Woods, magna cum laude. Yang Peilin, magna cum laude. Jo Yun Shu. And to celebrate our remote students from Ware College House, Ashley Roslyn Appelfeld, Chen Yape, Stephen James Dimonda, Lee Dongyu, Liu Qinshu, Lu Ziqiang, magna cum laude. Xinghan Ma, magna cum laude. Ma Zhou cum laude. Cameron Joseph Madilia, summa cum laude. Maya Quinn Lau Michael. Harrison Kitema Muthri. Cheryl Oriana, cum laude. Andrew T. Pfeiffer, Jr., magna cum laude. Shi Qian. Sun Ruzi, magna cum laude. Wu Shuyan, cum laude. Zhang Reiyi. Zhou Jing, cum laude. Congratulations.
Brooks class of 2021. I haven't been your dean that long, but actually I arrived at F&M around the same time you did. It's been a real pleasure to go on this journey with you. We all know that this year has been challenging. I think that's an understatement. But you did it, and you're here now. Congrats, Brooks.
Brooks House, class of 2021, congratulations. I bring warm greetings from Don Stinchfield and Dean Samble. We wish you all the best as you start out. We wish you lives full of purpose and grace and hope and gratitude. And we hope you'll always remember that you have a home in Marshall Buchanan, small rooms and big hearts. So one last time, as we send you off into the world, remember, whose house? Brooks House. Brooks House, best house.
Brianna Adams, cum laude. Emily Miriam Anders, magna cum laude. Madison Lee Armitage. Giovanni Luigi Asperti. Blair Virginia Atkins. Maria Ayala Montes de Oca. Harneet Bahia. Rebecca Marie Barter, cum laude. Elizabeth Wieland Bauer. Brianna Danielle Belcher. Riley Eileen Belden England. Caroline Helena Benjamin. Augustin Eduardo Biancardi, cum laude. Amin Joseph Dunn Black. Mackenzie Ray Blackwell, magna cum laude. Marissa Lynn Boland. Zayana Marie Boykin. Dylan Maxfield Brandt, cum laude. Isabella L. Buck, magna cum laude. Brianna Paige Berger. Rakaya Ahab Charles. Muhammad Ahmed Chima. Yes. Andrea Emily Koriokia Valera. Charles Stewart Coslet. Allison Isabella Cunniff, summa cum laude. Shannon Joy Cunningham. Alexandra Page D'Angelo. Paranaz Khurshid Dastur, cum laude. Eric Vincent Kettles della Volpe, magna cum laude. Tu do, summa cum laude. Merlin Oliver Ennis, cum laude. Kimberly Taylor Fermano. Reagan Marie Fiddler. Morgan Fitton Zellers. Thank you. Ty Spencer Galtieri. Marissa Faye Gershowitz, cum laude. Jacob Ryan Goldstein. Presenia Gonzalez. Alexandra N. Grob. Andrew Taylor Hampton. Davina Tatiana Hampton. Joseph Daniel Healy. Charlotte Eleonora Henninger Voss. I know. Moises Hernandez. Brian Christopher Hines, cum laude. Stephanie Alette Horner, cum laude. Alexis Noel Hoffman, magna cum laude. Nicole L. Singh Smith, magna cum laude. Juan Andreas Huerta. Margaret Jean Ingmanson, cum laude. Sebastian Che Jenkins Prieto. Kristen Faith Jones, summa cum laude. Luke Keating. Francis Dion Avery King Harvey. Alexander D. Lalovich. Amanda Catherine Lang. Yes. Maya Anne Marie Langine. Anna Rose Chang, my leader, magna cum laude. Nicholas James Leone, magna cum laude. David Aaron Levy, cum laude. Julie Ann Lisovich. Ashley N. Little, magna cum laude. Shania Lopez. Sarah Maria Mugnano, magna cum laude. Marina Malcolm, magna cum laude. Sasha Manocha. Lisbeth Marchese Delgado, magna cum laude. Colin Murray Martin. Samuel Arthur McCarty. Evan Charles Michaels, magna cum laude. Nathan Wickersham Miller, cum laude. Tiara Nina Montesino, cum laude. Braden Moscarello, summa cum laude. Maxine R. Musto, magna cum laude. Liliana Rose Noble, summa cum laude. Jenna Lynn Nold, magna cum laude. Caroline Grace Noti. Carly Elizabeth Ostrowski. Elizabeth Blagden Page. Ashley Elizabeth Parkinson, magna cum laude. Priyanka Patil, summa cum laude. Addison Kalinak Peters, cum laude. Bowden Bennett Polikoff. Sophia Anna Poulos. Helena Maya Dosedal Puterbaugh, cum laude. Zachary Samuel Ravitz. Annalise Joy Ray, cum laude. Skylar Smith Rela, magna cum laude. Elena Claire Rubistelli, cum laude. Daniel Charles Rotante. Zachary Penner Rubin. Robert Joseph Samuels. Christina Marie Siri, magna cum laude. Marina Elsie Mastseller, magna cum laude. Jordan Allen Sellers. Zev Nehemiah Bromberg Seltzer. Emma Shen, magna cum laude. Rafael Souza Silva, magna cum laude. Grace Catherine Soussier. Constantina Maria Spiropoulos, cum laude. Marina Victoria Squicciarini. Abigail Egan Stubenhofer. Diego Su Cheng. Tang Jiashun. Christopher Thomas Taylor. Caroline Susan Clark Tippett. Andrew Jordan Town. Lam Tan Tran, magna cum laude. Olivia Alexandra Tufano. Tiana Erica Tyler. Ryan Mark Washington Jr. Charlotte Rose Watson, cum laude. Winnie Kushin Wei. Bobby Shelton Williams III. Parker Hamilton Wakefield Williamson. Elvis Bruce Wilson. Janai. Marissa Janie Whitmer, magna cum laude. Christopher Daniel Warrell. Ellen Fisher Young. Exactly. Alexis Lijian Zhao. For our students who could not be here with us today, Natalie Marise Cruz Paria. Anai Gonzalez, magna cum laude. Hai Yu, summa cum laude. Lei Nok Vun Ni, cum laude. Li Shu, cum laude. Li Zhongtong, cum laude. Lauren Nicole Macha. Stephen Anthony Mercante. J.C. Lynn Mosher. Martha Mariana Mumenthaler. Drew Thomas O'Hearn, magna cum laude. Shi Jian, magna cum laude. Jinghan Sun, cum laude. Wu Kongkong, cum laude. Xiang Wenshu, cum laude. Jiang Shifan, cum laude. Jordana Carolina Castro, cum laude. Charles Stewart Coslet.
Oh, so wonderful. We ask that you please rise for the Benediction by Joseph Pritchett, the Director of Faith and Meaning, and then remain standing for the singing of the Franklin and Marshall College Alma Mater, performed by Cameron Purdy, class of 2022. And if you want to sing along, as I'm sure you do, you can find the words in your program.
I lift up these words to all that is good and true. Let us take a moment to pause and be present with one another, to breathe deep, feel the air in our lungs and our hearts beating in our chest. Take a moment to notice how you feel right now. Let us give thanks. Let us have gratitude for those who walk this path with us. Gratitude for all of the days behind us that made this day possible. Gratitude for today and the accomplishments this day represents. And gratitude for whatever we might receive in the days to come. As you go from this place, may you be mindful of how it formed you. May all you've learned light your path forward. May the calling of your own heart be made known. The world has changed in this last year, but I hope that all of you might enter into it knowing you have the power to shape what is to come. May you do this in great ways, but also in small ways. For it is in the small, everyday acts and choices we make that can shape the world for the better. So now, may we leave here in the spirit of love, gratitude, accomplishment, and wondrous possibility. Amen.
We hail the alma mater, our gallant white and blue, with one accord in deed and word, as sons and daughters true. We honor thy traditions and those who've gone before. In weal or woe to thee shall flow our hearts forevermore. We love each tall and big,
Congratulations, class of 2021. You are awesome and resilient, and I'm sure you're going to go out and change the world for the better. Hip, hip, hooray!
Congratulations, class of 2021. Have a smooth transition post-F&M. Embrace the adventure.
I am so proud of you. I cannot wait to see what you do in the future.
And I wish life was as simple as calculus, but y'all got this. Congratulations! Woohoo!
I want to especially address our international students who are joining us from all over the world. We miss you. We wish you could be here with us, but you are in our hearts. It's been a hard year. It's been a good year.
Congratulations, class of 2021. You've been awesome these 4 years. Best of luck to you. We'll miss you, and come back and see us.
We are so proud of you, and we are going to miss you so much. We already do.
Congratulations, class of 2021. You did it. Woo!
Enjoy this moment. You have earned it.
Congratulations on completing 4 years of very hard work.
Congrats to the class of 2021. Shout out to the swim team. Go Dips!
Congratulations, class of 2021. Now your job is done. And to international students, thanks for hanging in there and being so resilient. Congratulations to all of you.
Congratulations, E&E seniors. We're so proud of you from Team DeVette.
Congratulations, class of 2021. And remember to think spatially and keep on mapping.
Class of 21, congratulations. Welcome to the next phase in your life.
Really enjoy this day. It's yours. Go celebrate.
Time for the happy dance. Woohoo!
Go Dips!
Mazel Tov 2021, you made it. You made it in the most difficult of circumstances, and I am so proud of you.
And we know you will do great things in the world. Good luck, everyone.